on Iwtv News.
Feliz Navidad to all, and to all, 'tis the season to be jolly. Ho, ho, ho. Yo, how about a Reaver Hall of Famer? By Josh, he made it. Chalk up another classic tournament. Ballers balling all out. 2 games, 2 days. Have a holly jolly Christmas in the holiday spirit. A choir of Reavers let their voices be heard.
From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching Iwtv News.
Hello and welcome to Iwtv News. I'm JJ Davis. Now first off, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is it, our last show of 2018. Now we here at Iowa Western Television News have cooked up some very special cookies. I mean treats. And we start things off with some season's greetings from some very special students. Here's our very own special talent, Maridani Garcia.
With Christmas just around the corner, we asked our international students how do they celebrate Christmas at home.
We spend some time with my family, we cook dinner. Everybody in my family is also, we just give presents to everybody.
Holiday season, we get together as a family sometimes. We go to beach, parties, church.
It's kind of similar like here, you eat, you're with family. Yeah, that's it.
Christmas, we mostly party, like get together as a family and just have a big party.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
God jul.
Feliz Navidad y próspero año nuevo. With Iwtv News, I'm Maridani Garcia.
Thanks, Maridani. You know, Iowa Western is truly a melting pot with kids from all over the world. In all, we have 88 students from 37 different countries. 37! Now, 70 of those kids live on campus, and of that overall number, 65 or so associated with the sports team. So it's pretty interesting stuff. Champions do play in Reaver country. They truly come from all over the world. Get ready for another Reaver Classic weekend. We get our full of hoops before the Christmas break. Next up, a Wrestling Hall of Famer. We know him well. He's one of our own when we come back.
From the campus of Iowa Western, this is Iwtv News.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come. Tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
They'll test you, try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Queen is just my everything.
His smile did it. His smile, his eyes, his knowledge. My landlord, he decided that he wanted me to move based on the fact that I was transgender. Let's just respect people in everyday life for just being human.
I've known this guy since day one. He's a stud, a former champion who can still whip everybody on his team. The guys tell me that every year. And I believe it. And to back it up, how about this? Iowa Western head wrestling coach Josh Watts is set to join an exclusive fraternity for winners only. And by Josh, Coach Watts won a lot. The Grand March, a pure goosebumps moment at the state wrestling tournament every year.
Hey, he's got a shot to return it.
Iowa Western head coach Josh Watts will witness it firsthand in 2019. Watts joins the other immortals in the Iowa High School Athletic Association Wrestling Hall of Fame.
It's important to me. Like, I'm honored and I really appreciate it. I'm just fairly unemotional in general, but I don't know. I guess it wasn't something that I set out and be like, I want to be a Hall of Fame member.
These Hall of Fame numbers speak for themselves. Watts, a 3-time state champ at Davenport Assumption. Career record, a state record at the time, 190 wins, just 4 losses, with 133 pins. And during that span, the Knights won back-to-back state championships in 1998 and 99.
It was always something personal to me. It was about who was the better man, not about who was the better wrestler or the better athlete. I was always taught to be mean. You know, if you make things hurt a little bit, it gives them incentive to back down or go to the back or whatever. So I always knew that I was going to go out there, I was going to give everything I had, I was going to be mean about it, and I was going to go as long as I had to go. I've had 2 main goals in my life. That's legacy and immortality. You know, I've had my kids and they're my legacy, and I've always wanted to do something with my life where my name lived on, and that would be my immortality. It'll be a fun experience. I think getting out and going through the Grand March again, which will be interesting, and Wells Fargo and not being in Vets. I'm a big fan of Vets. I told the guy when he called me that. so we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited about it. It'll be fun.
The Grand March. Nothing else quite like it in the annals of high school sports. Reavers wrestling coach Josh Watts set to take it all in firsthand, February 16th, 2019. Watts, a 3-time state champ from Davenport Assumption, will be inducted into the IHSAA Wrestling Hall of Fame. It's an achievement reserved for only the best of the best, and Iowa Western head coach Josh Watts is just that. And so we know where Josh is going to be come 2019. What about you? You got any New Year's resolutions? Yeah, I know, you're going to cut down on your eating. You're going to join the gym. Yeah, right, but how long's that going to last? Here's Iwtv student Kaylee Kleineff.
My 2019 New Year's resolution is to help as many people as I possibly can.
My resolution is to better myself in art in general, just so that, I can, figure out what I'm actually going to do.
My New Year's resolution for 2019 is to get into the nursing program.
My 2019 New Year's resolution is to overall improve as a videographer so I can actually help and find a location where I can actually use those skills.
My New Year's resolution is to eat better.
My 2019 resolution would be to make it through nursing school.
My 2019 New Year's resolution is to go home and visit my family more.
My goal resolution is, school-wise, is
keep good grades.
Thanks, Kaylee. How about some more holiday cheer? Well, you've come to the right place. But next up, basketball, and even more basketball after the break.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt,
Such a weirdo.
excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world? You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Marshall Wellness Center, opening summer of 2019. Iowa Western.
We have a full slate of round ball on tap, starting with the women and their passionate head coach. That's right, I love Lindsay Vanderhoof. She gets after it. She gives it everything she's got. Passion is her middle name. Here's IWTV student Riley, the workhorse, Teton.
Iowa Western puts its undefeated home record on the line against the North Dakota State College of Science. First quarter, freshman Summer Blakemore drains an early three. Later, Aubrey Noti gets the dish from Nene Williams, the sophomore with 10 points and 11 rebounds. The Reavers grab an 18-12 lead after one quarter. In the second, Kate Carlson has the Wildcats rolling, but IDub responds. Blakemore on the breakaway for 2 of her 12 points. Big Blue leads 23-21 at the half. Second half, Giara Davis charges ahead. The sophomore's 17 points help Iowa Western take a 9-point lead into the final quarter. In the fourth, the Reavers run away with it. Binta Salah banks it off the glass. The Australian remains hot with one of her 2 3-pointers. Sophomore center Julia Rafloon gets in on the action. Iowa Western cruises past the Wildcats 69-49.
Yeah, I mean, I think our post players did step up. I was actually pleased with how the whole team kind of took on new roles to make up for, I mean, Kiara's a big offensive threat for us. Naomi out now. We've had some other guards that have been able to step up and fill her spot and her role, and then now with Kiara being out for this week, having some of our other bigs step up and fill that role. So I'm happy with them taking advantage of the opportunity.
The Reavers are now 6-0 at home. For IWTV Sports, I'm Riley Teton.
Thanks, Riley. Now, not a bad way to start, huh? Next up, the Iowa Western Classic. For the women and the men, 2 games, 2 days, and in the confines of their own house. 7th-ranked New Mexico invades Reaver Arena to tip things off with the home team. Big Blue takes it to him, Julia Rafloon inside. Summer Blakemore goes for a drive, 7-4 Iowa Western. But the Thunderbirds outscore the Reavers 12-4 the rest of the quarter, and the visitors grab a 16-11 lead after one.
We are so prepared for this moment.
Big Blue cuts it to 3. De'Ara Davis attacks the basket. But New Mexico, playing with a definite size advantage, 27 defensive rebounds to the home team's 16. And the T-Birds again outscore Iowa Western 21-8 in the quarter to take a 37-19 lead into the break. The 7th-ranked team in the country holds the Reavers, just 31% shooting from the floor and blocks 6 shots as New Mexico pulls away inside. The Thunderbirds humble Iowa Western 68-53. The men then run with Labette. The Cardinals drive in with a 12-6 lead. Caleb Huffman comes off the bench. The freshman from Oklahoma knocks down 2 of his 4 three-pointers. And the Reavers up by 3, 22-19. Coach Johnette and the home team down 30-29 at the break. The visitors baseline grab a 38-30 lead early in the second half. Iowa Western 8-0 run. Trayvon Broadway 2 of his 15 points. Huffman lays in a team-high 18, 38 all.
Here we go! Here we go, Reavers! Here we go!
Big Blue goes up for good with under 7 minutes to play. Broadway, his only three-pointer of the game, 59-58 Reavers. Amadou Silla and 1, 65-59. Iowa Western drives past a pesky Labette, 78-73. So that's your Friday night fun night in Reaver Arena. Now let's move on, or dribble, to Saturday. Same deal, first the women and then the men. Now with the holiday break looming, every minute on the court counts before the real fun begins. Iowa Western throws down with Labette. Nene Williams, nice move. And then Aubrey Nody with the left hand. But the Cardinals keeping it close inside. The Reavers 19-12 after 1. Sharpshooter Naomi Altnadas out for the season. Kiara Dolman out with a concussion. Second quarter, Williams spots up. 29-20 Big Blue. But the visitors again staying in range. Time winding down. Summer Blakemore for 3. Happy birthday, Rocky. The home team a bear of a time, but Christmas coming early, up 37-33 at the half. Now Blakemore goes the distance with a game-high 22 points, 51-41 Iowa Western. But the Cardinals keeping it close with the steal, trail 53-48 after 3. Labette finding its way to the basket. And again, as the visitors go ahead, 60-55 under 5 to go. Blakemore up the gut, and it's tied at 62, 2.4 seconds left.
I'm fired up because I know this is on.
The Cardinals then inbound the ball. Jessica Martino underneath, and Labette stuns the Reavers 64-62.
It's hard because you look at a loss like that and everyone puts the emphasis on maybe the last 2 or 3 possessions. I'm thinking way earlier than that. The biggest glaring stat that's really going to hurt us is when you go in the fourth quarter 1 for 6 from the free throw line.
Yeah, our plan was to just not leave anyone open, but we got all caught up in trying to find the shooters that we forgot about our post player down low. So
I think this definitely taught us how to come together and work together through tough times like tonight. It was a really close game down to the wire, and we can't win if we don't all come together.
There's something special with this team. A lot of other people might not see it yet, but I know it's there, and I am so proud of the fact that we can go all the way to the end. So, I mean, we might be going down, but we're swinging.
The Reavers lose their second straight game at home. Iowa Western drops to 7-6 overall. Big Blue 3 games left in 2018, all on the road. The men then wrap up the weekend against Northeastern. Trayvon Broadway and the Reavers race out of the gate. And then inside to Manny Iwtv, and it's 12-4 home team. Christian Bentley then goes all the way. Iowa Western grabs a 19-4 lead, but the Plainsmen come shooting back and let them eat Rocky's birthday cake. Reavers 36-28 at the break.
It's a birthday party. Hey!
Second half, Iwtv the easy way, and it's 40-30 Reavers. The visitors keep coming for three. Trail 43-41 over 15 minutes left.
If you lose any moment, your roll for president. Here we go again.
Big Blue out-rebounds the Plainsmen 35-29. Parker Hazen, 2 of his 15 points, 47-41. Trayvon Broadway leads 4 in double figures, drops in 22. Iwtv jams in 14. Iowa Western knocks off Northeastern 76-68.
From start to finish, we really played good, cohesive basketball. I thought our tempo was good. I thought defensively we were fantastic early on. That gave us a nice push. We had not started ball games well, and so I was really thrilled to see our guys have that kind of start.
I think when we dictated what they did, the results were a good thing, and finish with a rebound, and that way we can push it. Because when they're not scoring and we're able to get the ball, off the rim, we can push it.
Everybody get along with each other. With teams, it be groups. Like people be separated with their guy who they cool with. With this group, everybody together. Everybody like each other, get along with each other. We always joking and laughing.
This group is a unique group. They're not an overly talkative group, but they have a quiet resolve about them. You can't simulate wins. You either have them or you don't. And our guys have towed the line. And the thing that I'm pleased with is that they've brought it, most days, every day to practice.
Practice makes perfect. The Reavers run the record to 12-2. Iowa Western a perfect 7-0 at home. Big Blue, 1 game left on the road in 2018. And finally, sing along with the Reavers, a holiday concert to remember on the other side.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Who doesn't love this time of year? Food, pies, cookies, presents, gifts, Christmas music, the woiks. And speaking of fa la 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 la, we close out 2018 with our very own, the Arts Center, filled with the sound of music. It's time for the annual Winter Choir Concert. Iwtv student Devin Loma Holcomb is all ears.
You gotta give a little, take a little, and let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love.
Thanks, Devin. And thank you for allowing us to entertain you during these last few months. Now, of course, we'll be back in 2019 ready to rock and roll through the rest of the school year. But for now, once again, we here at the Iowa Western Television News Team would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And so, for this latest and last show of 2018, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you next year.
IWTV is online. Like us, follow us, watch us.